Only some of y'all might be cooked. Only some of y'all. Just the hit dogs. Pay attention.
Who would you rather be in a forest with, a man or a bear?
You can throw food at a bear. You gotta throw pussy at a man.
A liar! Girl, answer the question. Don't nobody want that old snatch.
You didn't answer the question.
A bear.
A bear?
Yeah.
Lie.
Because I know what, because the thing is, it's like a bear is not inherently dangerous. Unless it's hungry.
Wow, there's barely any food left.
Then, ma'am, you're cooked. Just judging off the turkey arms alone, you're cooked. That bear can have a meal for days just off your turkey arms. I hear you throw a mean barbecue, and how ironic, you about to be the barbecue minus the rotisserie.
Okay, so let me ask you a question here. I'm glad you're here, Dulce. You're the only person I'll probably ask this to, because you'll be honest. Could it be that men struggle with hearing that answer because as men, we don't see ourselves as a monolith?
How about it doesn't take long in this life for us to figure out truth? I once heard a saying that women don't start. Most women don't start. The key word is start. I'm gonna keep saying it because I know y'all gonna be hit. Y'all gonna be the hit dogs. Most women don't start to mature till about 45. Here's why. Because all those filters and makeup that you try to hide up under don't do much justice anymore. You start to see them titties sag, gravity hitting, them titties falling to the floor. You getting crow's feet around your eyes. It just ain't working for you like you used to. Now all of a sudden, Negroes that you were just turning down left and right, you calling them talking about, hey, big head, all in the inbox and everything. And in the spirit of hit dogs hollering, someone asked the question, well, when do men start to mature? And then the answer came. Usually when we learn and realize that our mammies have lied to us. And that's usually about 35. Yes, usually about 35, because you've had an opportunity to be in this world, see the shenanigans, see the chicanery, see the foolishness, and you realize the very thing that used to happen when you was a little young boy, if you had any little sisters or if you had any little girl classmates, they always wanted to be around the boys, and if we wasn't paying attention to them, they gonna make us pay attention to them. That's what I see when I see this bride on camera. Y'all always want to try to get the attention of the males. We just be minding our business. I choose the bear. Get the heck out of here. A liar!
No, men struggle with seeing that answer because men don't want to think they're the bad guy.
These days, we don't give a dang about being the bad guy. Y'all can just say we are, and we are. The whole time you looking at the bad guy in the mirror at your big behind. He ain't lying.
So here's the thing. Women are told to take self-defense classes.
Yes.
Don't dress provocatively.
Yes.
Don't be a whore.
Okay.
Carry a knife, carry pepper spray, carry all of these things. So you're telling me to do all of these things to make sure that I'm not assaulted or attacked.
Ma'am, all of those things are called infrastructure because the men that run the world have accountability, starting with themselves. Hey, if you see me walking down a dark alley at 3 in the morning, something happens to me and I survive it, one of the first things that I might be asked is, what was you doing in a dark alley at 3 in the morning? A dark alley. Why? I don't care how much I think it's safe. I'm in Minnesota right now. Well, actually, I just crossed the borderline, so I'm in Wisconsin right now. But just leaving Minnesota has some of the most beautiful bike trails there are. And it may appear that you can walk all over the place or ride all over the place, but as a grown 40-some-year-old man, I'm not doing that. And maybe the younger me would have fought somebody, but today you're going to get that hot lead. So you're basically getting the equality that you want or at least you try to pretend like you want to have so much. Mind you, when you call for a fireman or a police officer, you don't want it to be a woman to walk through the doors. You want it to be a man. Oh, no, you said you wanted to be a bear.
Lie. Right.
But then if I get assaulted or attacked, you don't believe me. But you told me to do all of these things.
Maybe we're telling you that because one of our rights is that we're supposed to have the right to bear arms. I'm supposed to have the right to defend my home because I ain't waiting for no popo to walk through my doors. By the time they come through the doors of my house, it's going to be clean up that mess. So in the spirit of equality, we're just telling you exactly what you've claimed that you want in the first place. Equality, right? Equality. And that's part of the reasons why you're running your mouth talking about a dang on bear, because you want to keep trying to act like you can be like men, but you're always calling men. The very ones swearing up and down they need bears, talking about, oh, the bear only messes with me if I'm hungry. Ma'am, you already behind the 8 ball with your big behind.
And so if I'm being attacked, somebody's doing it. But we're never talking about who. We're not telling the attackers not to attack. We're telling the victim don't get attacked.
Lie.
See how in these situations they always try to go to the extreme? As a matter of fact, I could also argue that most of the times when you see these news segments, it's a man with this same complexion that I am. He ain't no lighter. He about the same complexion as I am, always being the footnote or the spokesperson for said attackers. And that's outside of going the extreme that most of y'all bras usually do, like you're doing in this video. So here's the thing. Tell on these rascals. Because for the most part, if it's true, it's the rascals in your dang on families, your uncles, all these broads that's supposed to be your mammy, didn't make it with your daddy, and every week you got a different uncle touching on you and everything else. But she's saying these Negroes is your uncles. Whole time boyfriend's been touching you, messing with you, all kind of stuff. And it ain't just you messing with your little brothers too. But y'all always talking crazy.
So every man that heard that was just like, well, I would never. But every woman you know has either been sexually harassed or sexually assaulted.
Lie.
Every woman we know, huh? Get the heck out of here.
So we're not doing it to each other.
As much as y'all want to try to make dudes the face of this, it is a lot of y'all. And for the ones that's always so quick to say dudes is down low, y'all the most down low bras I ever seen. Look at the WNBA.
So how is it that no man has done it, but it has happened to every woman?
This is the oldest tactic in the book. A broad to do everything she can to get the attention of a man and go to the outlandish, outrageous extreme to prove her lying point.
And he said, your friend that's talking to all the women, come to find out, he's raping everybody nobody knew. So if you as a man think that a woman would rather be with a wild animal in the forest than you, because here's my thing. I think all the men that got upset by that, there's always a saying that I would hear growing up, a kicked dog will holler. If I didn't kick you, you're fine. But if you felt like you got kicked, then you are somebody who has been harassing and terrorizing women. Point blank.
Nah, it's just time to deal with big burly bras like yourself who are just as loud, if not louder, than some of the podcast bros that y'all been complaining about since COVID. Y'all bras get on here and y'all be just as loud or not louder with the lies and the audacity and the delusions to say this crap, and it really is because you're trying to get the attention from a sex that don't want you. And what I've learned is that it's not really the pretty women that are doing this. It's y'all big behinds who know you're done. You know you're done. You're, as one of my dudes that I know would say, the slowly aspiring bras. It's your revenge. It's your time to get all this attention and be loud and say stupid crap. Well, guess what? It can be your time, and it can also be your time to pay for the attention that you're seeking.
Goodbye, Grace.
I'm up out of here. I ain't gonna play with her. I'm out, baby. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell.